Hello, this is Emran Chibichi. He is Isaac Bekele, and this is SBC Goalsphere. And we have reached a day that many of us didn't think we were going to see, and that is a return for Cristiano Ronaldo back to the Premier League to Manchester United. A crazy transfer window of players moving everywhere. Lukaku going back to Chelsea, Messi going to PSG. Um, Mbappe potentially going to Real Madrid, so on, so on, so on, so on. And wow, Ronaldo, I mean, going back to Manchester United after the heavy rumors that he was going to go to City sounds like, well, it's not sounds like because it's happened. The club has announced it. Ronaldo is now a Manchester United player. Isaac, I mean, what are your thoughts? This is your team. How excited are you for this
I
to
mean, it's
happen?
crazy. This has happened so quickly, and yeah, I mean, I'm ecstatic because I mean, just a couple days ago, it would look like he might. Just yesterday, it looked like he might go to City, which I was always a bit skeptical about. But I'm happy to have him at United.
So you were So you always thought like, no, no way he could go to City. It was just not happening.
I mean, yeah, I was never too confident about that, but I thought no chance he goes to United either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you can see here, this is the club announcement. I mean, it's official. Juve has announced it. Fabrizio has announced it. It's official. He is a Manchester United player, and well, I mean, the levels of this, what he can do for this team, how much he can elevate them, not just him on the pitch, but him as a leader, him as a brand. He's gonna make United team right now. I mean, if they're not the biggest club in the world, they will be very surely. I'm just seeing the numbers. I mean, think about the stat. Ronaldo's signing to Manchester United Post have gotten a million likes within 1 hour. Messi's has 917K up to now. It's just the fame. You could have, I don't think he's the best player in the world. I still think that's Messi. Um, Maybe not even second. But what you can argue is he is the biggest player in the world in terms of fans, in terms of endorsement, in terms of revenue that he can create. That $17 million transfer fee is gonna be made up like
Couple
within
days.
hours, within hours, because that's just what he does. That's what he does. That's what he's gonna bring to this club, and it's a fairy tale story. And yeah, strictly on the pitch, I do think it's gonna be not a struggle, but I think it's gonna take a little tinkering to see what type of players they're gonna put around him. I do think it's not gonna be as simple as as people think. I don't think they can just stick Ronaldo in number 9 and get the best out of him. Of course, he is still dominant and he will still score goals, but I think he's gonna work a lot better with a striker like Cavani alongside him because number one, he's always likes to link up with strikers when you see his days with playing with Benzema and playing with Morata at Juventus, even though that hasn't worked. And when he played as a lone striker at Portugal in the Euros, he scored goals, he scored penalties, but he didn't look at his best. You know what I mean? He didn't look at his best still, even though, he still looked great, or not great, but good. He didn't look at his best. So I think him and Cavani complement each other really well. They'll link up well with each other. And very importantly, too, Cavani will be able to do the work off the ball, the pressing, that the Ronaldo just can't do at this age, even though Cavani is not young either. So I just think, on the pitch, it'll be a little bit of adjusting that Ole will have to do. Um, but off the field, I mean, just a great signing for this football club, and it's going to elevate United to, no excuses for Ole now. I mean, in my opinion, Premiership, Premier League, or Champions League, which you don't think will happen, but I think that's. I don't think that'll happen, but I think that should be the expectation at least. I really do. If you
Yes,
sign Ronaldo, Sancho, Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane, and you're already the second place team in the best league in the world, why shouldn't your expectations be Premier League or Champions League?
it's
Just because you
crazy to
see the
think
just because you see
Ronaldo and
the
James
other
can play
teams improve.
together.
Huh?
Crazy to think Ronaldo and James could start a game together. Daniel James.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's
You
very
mentioned,
nostalgic.
yeah, you mentioned Cavani. I think if they do fit in Cavani and Ronaldo into the same lineup, whether that's Ronaldo on the left or both of them up top, which is what they usually play now, I mean, I'm cool with it. But I think whenever Rashford comes back, that will be his better partnership. Ronaldo with Rashford, with the pace of Rashford. And then I would start Sancho on the right because I'm assuming that Ollie will maintain the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 with the three up front and Ronaldo probably in the middle.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the screen because I realized I can make it bigger. Look what I found out I can do now. That looks a lot better now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many goals do you think Ronaldo will score this season in the Premier League?
Just in the Premier League?
Yeah.
With the service he's going to get, I think that he could easily get. He's going to be missing the first 3 games. So he's going to play 35, right? I think he get 27.
Hey. So top goal scorer? Nobody's scoring 27. Unless Salah just goes all out. Kane's not doing it.
Actually, I'm going to say 23. Because at the end of the day, he is missing 3 games. I think he's going to get a lot of service, a lot more service than he got at Juventus.
I have another question. Who takes the penalties?
Ronaldo. Don't even joke with that kind of stuff. It's Ronaldo.
No more Fernandes.
No. To be honest, a lot of people were basically bantering Fernandes. Oh, he just got, his penalties are done. He just pride on his downfall now that he doesn't get to take his penalties because, he's the one part that recruited Ronaldo. At the end of the day, I mean, that's important in terms of, Twitter banter and all that. But the most important thing right now is Ronaldo got the signing. And where do you think this elevates Manchester United?
What do you mean by that?
Like, before the season, you have them finishing 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Is it stay? Do you want to see them, or is it going to stay like that? Or do you think,
I would usually be like, if we did sign a striker late on, I would have been like, okay, but I still don't believe in the midfield, not defensively, but I think Ronaldo will score goals in games that we would have not scored goals before. Like that Southampton 1-1 draw, Ronaldo would have found some magic and potentially won us the game. So even though we might not look a lot better just because the backbone is still not there, Ronaldo could bring us up to 2nd, although I don't think we're the 2nd best team in the league. So I'm going to stick with 3rd for now.
Okay. I'm going to stick with 4-2.
Bye-bye, Martial.
I'm going to stick with 4-2, honestly. I got to be honest. I think it was a good signing, and I think you could argue they won the transfer window. I mean, right now, Chelsea, they've only gotten Lukaku and Koundé too. He's left out of tomorrow's squad. I think it's a given. But Saul Niguez, I mean, that fell off too. I don't think Chelsea. Man City only got Grealish. Tottenham's done business, but not to the level of players that United. I think United basically won the transfer window Premier League wise. I think overall it's been PSG to add the amount of players that they did for free.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And at the end of the day, in my opinion, I think Messi is a better signing than Ronaldo because Messi's the better player. I have to be honest, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to give it to PSG. But in terms of England, I mean, it was a great signing. And to end it off real quick, we are going to talk about the other transfers, but real quick to end this off, the pressure that's going to be on Ole is pressure that he has never even dreamed of having. I'm saying, there's no way they'll sack him in the middle of the season like Chelsea did. They don't have the board doesn't have the guts to do that. But if he does not win a trophy, I can't see a way he stays. I don't care if he finishes 2nd in the Premier League, 2nd in the Champions League, 2nd in the FA Cup, 2nd in the FL Cup. I don't care. If he does not win a trophy.
A Champions League final does not sound too bad to me.
And if he does not win a trophy, and I don't include EFL Cup and FA Cup or trophy, depending on what happened in the Premier League. But if he competes in the Premier League for the title and Champions League, if they compete, and they win the FA Cup, okay, that's good enough. But if he wins an FA Cup and they don't compete for the title in the Prem, or they don't compete in the Champions League, they get knocked out like before the quarters, I still don't think that's enough. He has to legitimately win a trophy, in my opinion, and compete for the title, depending on what trophy it is, for him to stay on this job. The pressure is on. And I don't think any United fan will deny that at this point. Even the most stubborn of Ole in people like Imran.
What wage is he getting? Like salary?
I don't know the numbers yet. I don't know the numbers yet. I'll check what Fabrizio have tweeted, but I'm assuming the numbers are top level players because at the end of the day, it is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. So gonna be around 20 million guaranteed. That's the pounds for the transfer. Yeah, nothing about So yeah, Ronaldo back to Manchester United. It's time to be excited, Manchester United fans.
How long is the contract?
2 years. 2 years, and I assume he'll be going to MLS afterwards.
Isn't 20 kind of like cheap for him? I know he's older, but still.
Depend on his wages. I don't know his wages. What if his wages are like 30 million, ridiculous wages for a 36, 37-year-old? If he has like 30 million a year wages.
Okay, but like United are run like a business. They're gonna make that back in shirt sales alone, not to mention everything else.
Yeah, I already said that before. It's a great business deal, and I do think 20 million is enough. But at the end of the day, I don't really think it's a bargain because Juventus will kind of force their hand. So Cristiano Ronaldo officially to Manchester United. Congratulations, Manchester United fans. But y'all may have won the transfer window, but we still have the Champions League. City has the Premier League. So for y'all to legitimately think that y'all are back, y'all kind of have to start winning trophies because this is Manchester United at the end of the day. They're not supposed to win transfer windows. They're supposed to win trophies. But that'll be remain to seen.